We are Nerds of the West, and we have gone to space. Today, we are playing through Planet Unknown. We are playing on the basic side of the boards today because this game is a whole lot of fun, but we don't want to make it too complex for you to follow. We do this live every single week, twitch.tv/Nerds of the West. We, the people that are going to be playing and showing off this game, we have a Kai.
Yo.
We have a Jimmy.
Hello.
We have a Sean.
Hi.
My name is Tom. The aim of this game is to get points by moving up your resource track, by filling in the grid on your planet, and by completing objectives between each player. Kai, what is the objective that you and I are going to be competing on today?
All right, whichever of us have the most rover resources, the red ones, on the edge of our planet, will get 5 victory points. Or we tie and we get 2 each.
Nice. Jimmy, what's the one between you and Sean? You and Kai.
Me and Kai have
Words.
whoever has the largest single area of water terrain on our planet gets 5 points. If we tie, it's 2.
Sean, what's going on between you and Jimmy?
We have this one. It is have the most unique areas of biomass terrain on your planet.
And finally, between me and Sean, have the least water resources on your planet will get you 5 victory points. So, we have a first player. Kai, you are the commander. You get to choose where the Susan is spun today and what tiles we are all starting with, placing on our planet.
Boy howdy, what a big responsibility.
Do you want a big tile first or a little tile first?
It's a good question. So being the first tile, I have to think about the fact that it has to go on the edge of the board because all of us have to play on the edge of the board to start with. And about what kind of bonuses that I want to start with. I think that I'm going to line it up here because this gives me rovers, which you may recall is one of my requirements. And also water, which is another one of my abilities. So let's just do that. I have no strategy other than win. So,
I don't think you want the water.
So easy.
So we'll then end up with the tiles that are in the area, the pointing there. I'm thinking...
So we can all just grab our own.
We can all grab. If I'm competing with you for water, but I still want to get water all the way up, if I grab this little one, this little 3 space, and I put it here, that will give me 2 water movement for 1 water placement. That's my plan there. Because this is a wild, this is an energy, it only gives me what it is touching, and right now that is just water. So I'll move up 2 on the water space, and I've already got my first victory point, but we'll count those all at the end. How are you going, Kai?
I'm going to actually lean in towards going for a Civ thing because I don't know what those cards are, and I feel like that's just a way that's going to change the game because I don't know that unknown part.
Fair.
Of it,
So you're getting both biomass and Civ, 1 up on each.
Yep.
What did you decide on, Kai?
I'm placing this tile up the top here. It's going to give me a rover and a water because I am placing the water overlapping some ice.
It's also giving you a meteorite.
It is.
And what do meteorites do, Kai?
So meteorites are bad. You don't like being hit by meteorites. Meteorites will block an entire row and column that it is in from scoring at the end of the game. So before the end of the game, you want to clear up the meteorites that are left sitting on your board. Luckily for me, this tile that I've just placed gives me a rover. So my rover track goes up by 1, which means I unlock a rover. And I can place it anywhere on the tile that I just placed, including the space where the meteorite is, to clean that bad boy up.
That's just smart space right there.
We're just going to put that meteorite over there. We're going to come back to him later. And also, I got one on my water track. Because water.
And what did you pick, Sean?
I picked this 4 tile. Don't know if it's going to come up on there. And it's 4 straight tile. I'm going to place it here so it's over the ice.
So you're just copying me is what you're saying?
Yeah, why not, right? I get a meteorite. And so this means I go up on the water. And I go up on the water again.
Perfect. The station commander moves to the left. Congratulations, Jimmy. Please
Commander
spin
Jimmy.
the Susan.
The Susan. Alright, what have we got? You know what? I'm going to keep it where it is.
Oh, all right. That's a choice.
It's also a totally valid option.
Oh, yeah, that is
Yep.
an option. Oh, that's just
Yeah, you do not have to move it.
cool. Because I actually want to go straight for I'm going to go hard on the Civs here. So I'm going for this little cheeky...
You just put it on your board. It's fine.
Straight on the board?
Yeah.
Happy with that? Cool, I'm going to fit that in there.
Oh, not crush any big boys.
Get a little meteorite. Say a little one. It's got power, and since it's only connected to the Civ, so I can only get Civ, so I'm going to get 2, which lets me get my first victory point, and I get a level.
Level 1 Civ card.
So I look at all of them.
You look at all 5 of those. Now, worth noting, if 2 people were to get those at the same time, it goes in station commander order. So it's totally fine. You get to pick first. If there was a conflict,
Yeah.
that is the turn order. What do you got, Sean?
I've gone for another long boy, and I'm going to pop it here.
So you got, what, Rover and Tech?
Yep, Rover and Tech's up 1 on Tech, and get myself a Rover out, and I'm going to place it here.
I'm also going Rover and Tech. Now, I wish I could place this in a slightly better way, but also I don't care about life pods, so I'm just going to crush that life pod right now.
Someone
Fit
clip that so
one.
that's just Tom saying, I don't care about life, and then stop. I'm getting another Rover and Water, because that's okay by me. And I'm going to place that here. Before I do, can I just get some clarification? I'm pretty sure I'm reading this correctly for this.
Absolutely.
That Tom and I are fighting over. Have the most Rover resources on the edge of your planet. That is just the resource icon, not the terrain spaces.
No,
correct?
I believe it's the terrain spaces. I will double check. I believe each one of these spaces counts as things. So you are at 4 currently, while I'm at 1.
Actually, I think it's 3 because it doesn't count the corner on the inside.
Well, that one wouldn't count. So that's what I'm. Before I
Yeah.
lock this in, I want to know if that space counts or not.
Oh, fair. It is saying the icons.
Because that says Rover Resources.
Yeah.
Which is that as opposed to
No,
Rover
true.
Terrain.
Sorry, I am getting confused between the words terrain and resources.
That's
You're
just what I
absolutely
wanna
correct.
clarify.
You're at 2. I am at 1.
Yep.
Yeah, let's show that off. You're at
Cool.
2. I am at 1.
So has everyone done their turn?
Yeah, so I'm just going to go up 1 on my Rover track and 1 on my water track. Nothing too groundbreaking. I can move my Rover 1 space. Right now, I don't really have anywhere too crazy to go, so we're just going to start cruising. Cruising down.
Nice. Have you guys?
I'm done. I've got my tech. I got my rover. Everything's starting to move up a little bit.
You good, Sean?
Yep.
Because my card's an immediate. So I advance any one tracker twice.
Ooh, nice. What are you picking?
That's what I'm trying to think. I'm actually going to go for tech. So, taking tech up to 2, it gets a synergy effect. It can't pick its same row.
Oh, absolutely it can.
Oh,
You can move up on any track you want.
You can synergize with yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
silly.
Absolutely
That's so
you can.
dumb.
Yes, absolutely. You can move up 3 tech in one go.
You know what
and
synergizes is great with Tech? More Tech.
no, you're wrong. It's actually biomass, which will get me another
More
synergy,
synergy, nice.
which will then get me some more tech.
Yep.
It's a real shame, unfortunately, because of the way the camera moves and the way we've got everything up. None of that could be seen because you are right in the corner of the thing there.
Okay.
Jimmy moved up a bunch in one turn, which is the way that you play this game.
Cool. Yeah.
Engine
is
building.
that discarded or does
Yeah,
that
you
go back
just
to the
keep it.
bottom?
No, you keep that. You have picked that one. We cannot get that one.
No worries.
Station Commander moves to Sean. Hello, Commander Sean.
Hello. Okay. Do I want to spin or do I want to keep it
Nice
the same?
sciencing.
What do I want to do here?
I'm going to do one thing quickly.
My
On cameras,
corporation
but
hired
you
all
make the
nerds,
choice.
you know?
I'm going to spin, and I'm going to put it like that.
I do like how you can't. It's one of those games where you can't think 10 moves ahead
Yeah.
because you just have to wait and see what 2 options you're given.
Yeah. I'm taking a small little 2 boy, and I'm going to go like this.
Well, you've given me a very tough choice. I can either take a 3 or a 4 of the exact same thing. So I'll take the one that gives me, more covered up on my planet. And I'm going to put it...
I need a meteor.
Moved up anything cool on your track, Sean?
Yeah, so I just went up 1 on the rover and 1 on the tech. So now I got a synergy. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do with that. So I moved up 1 on the rover, so I can move my rover 1.
Absolutely.
So I might quickly do that. So I'm just going to move him over here.
Grab that life
Grab
pod.
his life pod.
Point at the end of the game for you.
Yep. And then I might move up on my water to extra synergize. And I might move up on the biomass.
I'm doing very similar to you. I've moved up on my tech, which gives me a synergy. I'm going to do a Jimmy and move up on my biomass and get a synergy. I'm going to move up on my water and get a synergy. And I'm going to move up on my tech and make sure if I've got some weird tiles, I can place them anywhere I like. How'd you go, Kai?
Good question. I'm just trying to work out where to place this.
Crush the life pod. Crush the life pod.
I'm not crushing the life pod.
I mean, you have set it up perfect for the old T piece there as well.
Yeah. Which I could have taken, but there's a meteor on that, and
You got a rover.
there wasn't a meteor. Yeah, but I could get Civ and biomass, or Civ and biomass and a meteor, and that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't want meteors cluttering up my nice planet.
How about you, Jimmy? Have you
Oh,
made
yeah.
your choice?
So, because my tech allows me to do wherever I want, I put a tile to the side here, which is going to bump my biomass up on, which will get me a little thingo to go somewhere. And I'll also get one more tech point. So I'm actually going to put my biomass over in that corner there.
Love it.
One more clarification, just because I think I remember reading that with tech level 1 tile, adjacency placement restrictions may be ignored. You do still need to place it on the edge of the planet, I believe, which is fine because that's what you've done. But I would just figure we double check that that is the case before I.
Well, that was an accidental happy. And let's go.
Thangly adjacent tile placement. No, because I believe it's only the first one has to be placed on the outside.
I think it was under like where
Inside
it
the planet
explains-
perimeter? Let me
Explains the
check.
tech. Maybe. I might be misremembering. Was under
You seem to be
the-
going
Perimeter
really
first.
hard
The first tile to be placed on the planet must be touching the perimeter.
Okay.
Anything else is
Okay.
fine.
Going really hard.
on
But you still have to
biomass.
follow all the other
It's tough
rules
for me. You have
of...
3 separate biomass things.
I did realize that when I got it, but I was just actually like, I'm actually kind of wanting to lean towards tech.
Yeah. Every other rule must be followed, so single layer, you cannot put things over the top of each other, no overlap, the same thing. Grid alignment, you must be inside the grid, and if the tile is onto a life water rover, must be destroyed. But everything else, yeah, you can just place
Cool.
wherever you want.
No worries, ignore me.
I can go in the middle. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Everyone's done? Kai, you got your cool things happening?
Yep, I just got Civ and biomass, but neither of those gave me any bonuses yet. So
Nice.
Right,
I will get to pick. I'm torn between wanting tech and wanting basically everything else. But what's the biggest piece? I'd also like to get some rover movement happening. So let's go here. Everyone happy with that?
Not really.
it doesn't matter if
Anyway.
we're happy with it, does it?
I'm going to take this one and I'm going to place it in here because that is giving me both rover and tech. And I'm going to place this meteorite out onto this space. I'm going to move my rover up 1 and my tech up 1, get my 1 rover movement, collect that meteor right now. I don't have to place adjacent, but I am for the sake of my rover. Who's choosing their movement now? Or is everyone still thinking?
I'm still trying to
Because
think
this
of-
game has such simple choices. You have 2 tiles, deal with it. But every choice matters. Every choice could come back to haunt you.
So if I was to just clarify here, so the symbol where the water thingy is,
Yes, as long as any part of your water tile is touching an ice,
that's exactly the
You're
one.
good.
Yeah, cool. Because like, if I put that here, it's not on water, but the rest of the water is. Okay,
Yeah.
so that would be perfectly valid for counting water.
I believe so.
Cool. So I will gain. Sorry, Kai, I'm going to jump the order a bit,
No, you're all right.
and I'm going to
I'm
drop
still
my
deciding where to-
drop my ruby boy.
Any 1 square of water terrain on the tile must be placed directly onto planetary ice in order to advance the water tracker. It was one of those moments where I realized I'd never actually read that part of the rulebook. I've just both played this game a lot, been taught it by someone else, and played it on Board Game Arena. So I was like, let's double check. Make
So-
sure I haven't learnt wrong.
So when you collect your life pod, you can then just pave over that, and it's perfectly fine.
Absolutely. Once the life pod is gone,
Yeah,
you do what you want.
no
Or
consequence.
just crush them to death.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who cares? It's one
It's
victory
one point. I know. Yeah.
Can you crush your rover?
Yes.
Yes.
Dang.
You don't get it back until you get your
So,
second rover
If
later
I
on.
place it here,
Oh yeah, you kill your rover.
yeah, but does this trigger these?
You can
Yes.
choose. So if you place it there,
Yeah,
then that is 1 contiguous energy space.
yeah,
So you could choose between water because it's touching that space,
yeah.
tech because it's touching that space, or rover because it's touching that space, or civ because it's touching that space.
Hello, Dutchiota. How you doing? Sean's deciding if he's going to crush his rover because we're playing Planet Unknown. Sean, don't crush your rover.
Yeah.
Do it.
Anything else, crush it to death. You will not get another rover for another like 5 turns, and you are just wasting all of that resource.
Yeah.
So what are you going with?
So I'm going to place it here. So I get the sieve, right?
Yep.
Well, so you can again. You can choose.
Well, he gets
Well, I
the
get the
sieve.
sieve.
Oh, sorry, you
because
get the
that's one
sieve
I
regardless.
place,
Yes,
and
sorry,
then I can choose out of water, rover, or
Civ.
tech.
Civ
Or Civ
tech.
again.
Yeah.
Or Civ again. I'm going to choose rover. And I'm going to...
Yeah, one movement.
So I'm going to choose biomass, which then gives me synergy to move up the rover. And I'm going to move him back onto here. So he's safe.
Tom thinks robots are more important than people. So do the robots. Just saying.
Not if they're programmed with Asimov's laws of robotics.
Look, I've seen iRobot. I've also read the books. What did you pick, Kai?
So I took this one with energy and Civ. So I'm going to get my Civ. And then with my energy, I'm going to go up on water because it's touching water. And because that gives me a synergy, which will then allow me to go up on biomass, which is a synergy, which will then allow me to go up on... Civ card's really tempting, but I'm going to go up on my rover.
I was going to say the Civs are really good, man. Just
But I just want to get this life
Synergy.
pod picked up because I care about life. So I'm going to move my rover over there.
My corporation's already on the planet. Who cares about anything else?
All right.
Cool.
Sweet.
Back
Congratulations, Commander Kai.
Huzzah! You always played Commander Keen as a kid? So good.
No.
no,
Okay, what have we got?
How are you doing, Dutchioto? What were you guys playing today? How was TLM last weekend? We didn't get to catch up with it because Thanksgiving's not a thing in Australia, so we all just went to a wedding and got way too drunk instead. I say we. I went to a wedding and got way too drunk.
was gonna say, I
Sean
didn't
was
get drunk.
sober.
yeah, there's some interesting photos in there, Tom.
Oh man, the inclusion of a Instax photo booth at the wedding, brilliant. You just end up with so many great printed photos.
Yeah. I was sober because our taxi didn't rock up.
Yeah, pre-booked
We
a taxi.
pre-booked it like a month ahead or at least 2 weeks ahead, somewhere around there. And they were like, yep, all good. Be there at 3. And we were standing out the front, got to 3:15, and we're like, well, we're going to give them a call. And they're like, oh, they're in the area. They'll be there in a minute. It's
Well,
like,
they went again.
what's a minute? Is it a minute? Or is it 5 minutes? Is it 10 minutes? Because we've got a wedding to get to and it starts in 20 minutes. We got to be there. And they're like, oh, we can't tell you. It's like, all right, well, I guess we're going to cancel and we're going to drive ourselves.
And I wonder why Uber's like taking over.
Yeah.
When every time I've ever gotten a taxi, it's been the same thing. It's like, we'll be there. When?
Uber's just as bad
Fuck
these
you,
days.
that's when.
That wasn't what we said, no.
Oops, sorry.
All right, sorry guys. I'm just trying to decide whether or not to go for a rover because,
Rover.
again, I want to move my rover and start picking up life pods, and I've got this rover thing. Or if I want to try and go for a bit more water, I think I'm going to go with the depot this way. I think I've locked it down to one of these two pieces, so you guys can at least start thinking about your pieces at the same time
I appreciate it.
as me.
Doing Advent morning streams, doing a Lego Advent calendar and the Exit Advent calendar. That is very cool.
Oh.
I know exactly what I'm picking.
So this is the rotation we've decided.
Yes.
Cool.
If no one else is ready, I will dive in because I am picking up, as much as I don't want water and I don't want meteorites, this piece is too good to avoid. Do I want to put it sideways or do I want to put it downways?
No, you may as well get some more habitation pods or whatever they're called destroyed.
Just crush them.
Yeah, you may as well.
Well, here's my thought, right? If I put it this way,
Don't think, just crush.
I still get the water bonus, so I'll still go up 1 on water. I'll put a meteorite here next to the habitation pod, which means if I move my rover towards it, then I could pick up both. And then I do get to move my rover one way down towards it.
And I've placed this little L piece here. So some more water. So I'm going to go up one on my water space here. And then some tech, which is touching a sieve. So I'm going to go up one on my sieve, which is going to let me take a sieve cup.
Sweet.
Very nice.
How'd you go, Jimmy?
So I've just taken the 2x2. It's got biomass and it's got some tech, which actually brings me to level 2 tech now, and I can store biomass.
Nice.
Cool.
Sean?
I went another straight 4 size 1, and I'm going to slot it right in here. It gives me Civ and some biomass, which then allows me to place out 1 biomass. Does anything happen because I linked the 2 colours up?
Nope.
Dang. I'll grab a meteor before I forget.
I keep feeling like that's the thing, but I know it's not. But
It probably is a thing at some point. That is the one thing I'll say about this game. Anytime that you see an opportunity for it to do something, it's going to do it at some point. But in the basic version of the game, it's just place tiles.
yeah, right.
What did you take, Ty?
I've taken this one here, advanced 2 different trackers, once each, because this early in the game, there's some really cool cards in there, but I think this early in the game, just starting to get like the tracks up and the engine going is more important.
That was nearly my pick when I grabbed it,
Yeah.
but I went 2-1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair. So I'm going to go up. One of them is going to be my rover, because that means I can move him 1-2 and collect this life plot. Let it be known that Kai Corp does care about life, as opposed to Tom Corp.
Robots, 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 robots.
And the next one that I shall increase.
Look, you haven't even moved tech at all.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm thinking. That it would be good just to get tech off the ground. There's a lot of tech tiles out there, and then next time I raise it, it's synergy as well, which is good. So tech up by 1.
Alrighty then. Commander, you're all done, Sean? You picked what you...
Yep.
Did you say? Yeah, you got
Yep,
stuff.
I'm done.
Commander Jimmy, standing by.
Standing by. Do I just want to do the same move again? Like, that's the thing. Like, just keep it where it is.
That's pretty funny because I end up grabbing all of these different,
Yeah.
like that piece, which is annoying, but it...
I think I had Commander King 1 and 2 more room.
Let's go see what actually is on the other side because I couldn't see it very well.
It's just a bit shiny.
Let's see. There's no water, but there is habitats. And there's habitats with power, which is kind of good. All right. Yeah. You know what? I will go this orientation, and I'm gonna snag that bad boy.
Alright, well, Jimmy figures out... I assume he knows where he's placing it, but you never know.
Figured it.
Yeah, point out what you got going on while I figure out everything else.
So I get 1 Civ point, and then I've got a power adjacent to Civ or to Tech. So I could go for my first victory point in Tech, but I'm actually going to go for my second victory point, the 2 victory points in Civ. With that, that's my turn.
I don't want meteorites, so I'm not taking the one with meteorites. Kai, do you know what you're doing?
I'm just checking if this tile fits anywhere I want it to.
I'm just going to place this down in the middle of my board, not covering anything important, not getting in the way. That is a biomass and a tech, but I'm once again doing a Jimmy, where I'm going to move up my tech. I may now store biomass patches for the end of the game. I move up on my biomass, and I get a biomass patch to store. Sean?
I'm going a little 2-space one with a rover, and I'm going to go somewhere here, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to go over here. Why not? Actually, no. It's a hard choice.
Tough choices
Yeah, I'm going
all
there.
game long.
I'm going there. Cool. So move up 1 on my rover and 1 on the tech. So I get my level 1 activated, which is just tile adjacency, can be ignored. And I get to move my rover 2 spaces. So it's going to go 1, 2.
Nicely done. Have you figured it out yet, Kai?
No, but I'm just going to wing it. The thing with these games is I'm never thinking like all the way towards the end for like the tessellation side of things.
You can't. Like, you can, as long as you don't end up totally, like, locking yourself in too early to needing certain pieces in this game,
That's what I'm trying to do, just keep some open spaces so that I've got a bit of movement. Cool, so I'm going to go up on biomass and tech. Let's do the tech first. So we're going to go up on tech, which is synergy, and apparently we can synergize tech with tech, so let's do that and hit level 1 tech. So adjacency placement restrictions may be ignored, so that when I go up on my biomass, I can place the biomass just any old where, which is cool. I don't know where that's going to go, but it can be anywhere. I feel like...
Trying to decide where to place a single tile when you've got no weird gaps is...
Yeah. I feel like this might be my weirdest gap.
You can crush your rover.
Yeah, you should do that. Trees hate robots. Everybody knows this.
So let's put it there.
Cool. I am Commander.
Commander Sean standing by.
Thank you. Okay. What do
Use
I
your power
want?
only for good, Sean.
Only for good.
Or for evil.
What's the fun of power if you're only using it for good? Sean, you got a lot of meteorites on your board.
I do.
Jesus.
I think that your response to that should be crush your rover.
I'm going to go there. And I'm going
Alright.
to take this one. And I'm going to place it there. Bang. Done.
That's
So, gives me a meteorite. Woo! And I get a sieve, which allows me to pick a level 1 sieve. I look at them all, right?
Yes. While he does that, I have taken, once again, the biggest piece possible, because I'm trying to fill as much of my planet as possible, and I don't care about ice, because YOLO. I am taking tech and biomass again, so that's a tech, that's a biomass, and that's a meteorite. And that is my whole turn. Jimmy, what you got going on?
Alright, so I took a duck shape, a 2 by 2 and 3. What else?
A duck shape?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
put it on a
No, I get his
okay,
point.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
put it, yeah.
I could
Okay.
think of the word for it. So I get 1 water, which will get me to the first victory point for water. And then I've got power. My power's also connected to my Civ, so I'm actually going to get the level 2 Civ card now. So that's what I'm going to push to do. Is anyone else getting anything?
No one's getting level 2 yet. You are far and away the most civilized of us all. Sean, what
knew that.
basic civilization card did you take?
Do I have to show it off?
Only if it says 2.
Only if it's an immediate, if it's an end game.
It's an end game.
Sweet, don't worry about it then.
It's a secret.
I do. It does say
Keep
a
it
thing
secret.
that I don't understand.
Keep it safe, that's fine. I can help you with that.
Yeah.
I'm sure he can.
Yeah, so I'm just going to point this out to
Yeah,
everyone
might as well,
because it's
right?
nice to know that these are all
Also,
in
Jimmy
the
and I
game.
have seen the cards.
Exactly. The more of these cards that you have, the more points your meteorites score at the end of the game. So to begin with, meteorites score you 1 point for every 3 meteorites you have.
Yep.
Now, they'll score you 2 points for every 3 meteorites you have.
Right.
And if you collect more and more of these cards, it can be worth even more.
So,
So
is
if you
there,
get another meteorite repo card,
Yeah.
it'll be worth 3 for every 3.
but there's not a guarantee that it's in these
No,
ones,
because
right?
that is randomized at the start of the game.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
But
Right.
there might be like another 1 or 2.
Exactly.
maybe.
Given how many meteorites you have on
Or
your
3.
board,
Who knows? Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So mine's an immediate as well. I advance any 3 different trackers once each. So
Those SID cards are good.
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. So I'm going to increase.
Meanwhile, down here on No Civ.
Tom's the least civilized of us. We knew that too.
Hence why I kill my life points.
Actually, I'm going to increase my tech 1. I'm going to increase my water 1, which will synergize, which will give me +1 rover movement on my tech. And my third increase will be...
Rover. To get more rover movement.
It's tempting, but I'm actually going to lean towards increasing my Civ.
It's a good move. Yeah.
Cool. I can ignore adjacency placements now. So I've put this tile just tucked away down in the bottom here. It's going to increase my rover, up my rover track, which gives me 2 rover movement, which I think I'm just going to move 1, 2 towards kind of the middle of the planet in case there's an emergency that we need to address, and go up on tech, which is a blank space.
But you are now
Yeah.
at 3 rover tech on the edge of the board to my 1.
For the guy who cares more about robots than people, you haven't got actually got the same number of robots, just not in good places.
It's true. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yeah!
You are
Woo!
commander.
I do want more rovers. So I'm thinking this piece, if I can find a good space to put it on the board. I'm liking the thought of putting it up there. Otherwise, is there any other good... I also like that one. And that one. I'm both considering that I need rovers on the edge of the board. I need tech because my next tech is increased rover movement. So let me just see if this one is going to fit nicely. It is.
I'm looking at the pieces I have access to as he's spinning around thinking, and I'm like,
Yes,
trying to do
yes,
them.
yes, no.
Yeah, but then
Trying
it
to do
changes
the
the
math.
no, stop
And
moving!
then he moves, and I'm like, oh, dang it. Then gets to the next one, I'm like, how do I fit it?
Are we locking Susan there or no? Not yet.
Yeah, let's lock Susan in there. And as much as I don't want to cover up ice necessarily, because I do still want to move up on the ice track, I think putting this. No, that doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for me.
God damn it.
All right, I'm going
That didn't
in
sound
this
very,
corner here
enthusiastic.
because I'm trying to fight Kai for that rover movement. Once again, you can upgrade things in any order that you want. So rover placement bonus. So I'm going to upgrade my tech first to then get additional rover movement for every time I have rover movement. I will then move my rover up, and I will get 3 rover movement to go 1 and get a meteorite, 2 and get myself a life pod, and 3 back into safety. All in all, a pretty decent turn. What did you do, Sean?
I placed out this one, so it gives me some rover, but I'm going to do the tech first, move up on the tech, now move up on the rover, so I get 2 movement and I get my second rover on the board.
Yes, it must be placed on the tile that you just placed.
Yeah. So I'm going to place it here,
That was the tile I wanted.
and I'm
Was
going to
it?
go
Sorry.
1, 2,
Beautiful.
and grab my second meteorite.
Nice.
I think that's me.
How'd you go, Jimmy?
So I went for a 1x4. It's got a meteorite, it's got power, and it's got a sieve. So I get a sieve, which synergizes. So you know what? Going up sieve again. And then the power kicks off, and whoa, what do you know? Level 3 sieve cards.
Nicely done. Hi, Time Roller. How you doing? Good to see you. Sean, not Sean. Kai, did you figure it out yet?
Yeah, I've been narrowing between 2 different placements here, but I think I'm going to tuck up in this corner here, even though it gives me 2 weird spots here. We can always biomass those later. So 1 for water because it's placed over ice. And then we have energy, which I can either use for water or for sieve. And as tempting as the metals are for water, there is a synergy coming up on the water track as well.
Or is Jimmy already taken all the good
All
Civ
the
cards?
good Civ cards.
So I'm looking. What is a commerce agreement?
So that is similar to the meteorite cards, where the more of them you have, the more points you get.
Okay.
So there is 1 for each level, and if you get all of them, as you can see on that card, you feel free to show it off. We're all friendly here.
Yeah.
The more of them you have, the more points you get.
So claim commerce agreement cards to score medals. So
Yeah,
you got
that is a commerce agreement card.
Yeah.
The first one, I believe, gets you 1 point. If you get 4, it's like 8 points or something.
10 points.
10 points.
So the most you could possibly get is 2 if there's another one in the 4.
Well,
pile at
yeah.
this
So
point.
if that's it exactly. Yeah.
Because they weren't in the game this time. I've never seen someone collect all of them.
I'm using my energy for the water track, just so.
I'm like, there's some choices here. There is some choices, and I'm kind of like, just which one do I go? And I'm thinking I might actually just go the same as my last turn, and advance any
advancement,
3
free
different trackers
advancement.
once again. Yeah, exactly.
So I put that back on the green screen just so people know you're not cheating and making it
Yeah.
up.
Advance any 3 different trackers once each, which is the same as what I got in my last one, but that's okay.
Where are you advancing this time?
Well, I'm going to get a synergy off Civ again, because why not? Which is going to bump my tech, that synergy, but then I'm also going to use the card to bump my tech once, because I want to get to this double water advancement, because why not? And then, so I've done Civ and I've done tech, and there's a movement rover. It gets double movement, does it? Oh wait, does it get to move?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You've moved up, you get that bonus, you will get 2 movement from that 1 movement.
1, 2, and I'll get my first life pod.
Guys,
Because-
Jimmy's a threat. Let's take over his corporation.
So at Crowbar Industries, we also care for human life.
Guys, can we glass this planet?
At Crowbar Industries, we are using human life to maximum effect.
Absolutely. We're very civilized.
Indentured servants.
You've got 2 water.
I currently have 2 water on my planet, which means you are currently winning our objective. But I'm kind of thinking that with the amount of tiles I'm placing on the board and the fact that I'm so far ahead of you on Civ, I can just lose those points to you to get all the way up on the water track at this point. We'll keep it in mind. We'll see how it goes. Commander Kai, standing by.
Just to be clear, you're ahead of him in tech, not Civ.
So yeah, head in tech, which means hopefully I can get more water bonuses. But at some point he'll have to place water again.
Yeah.
You think. Maybe. You got the tough choices there, Kai. How's everyone feeling at roughly the third of the way through the game?
I'm liking it. It's fun. Yeah.
I'm good.
We'll keep our main thoughts for the review, but I, as a reviewer, am trying to be like, does this game force you down paths and not give you enough decision space, or is there just enough decision space that it is spicy, and that then lack of it makes it really tough?
I think the forcing comes later.
Yeah. Become.
Be honest, I don't love a lot of my options at the moment.
That's okay. We still love you.
But you know, being a space magnate is tough. You just gotta do what you gotta do.
Crush your enemies. Wait, no, that's Oil Baron. That might be my favorite SNL sketch. Like, I know there's some famous ones from back in the day, but watching, why am I blanking on his name? Who played Kylo Ren?
I don't know.
Adam Driver.
That's him.
Watching Adam Driver just full send it as this crazy old man and everyone else cracking up and he just doesn't break. Oh, it's wonderful.
I haven't watched much of SNL.
I feel like as an Australian, we don't get it broadcast here, so we just see whatever's popular online.
The clips
and
of
even
it.
then, you don't get to see the full context.
I think I'm gonna lock Susan there. I'm gonna take this rover and tech space again and drop it. Airdrop it.
I don't think I'm winning any of my competitions with the people next to me, because you're all being jerks.
Now, interestingly, this one gets a meteor. But also, because my rover track goes up... Whoops. I knocked that. I think that was...
Yeah, sounds about right.
I think that was there. Because I hadn't... Someone play that back.
Let's get to the camera.
We'll just keep it.
Someone play that back.
It's good. I trust you.
Actually, I can probably tell... Oh, no, because I've
You have one
synergized and-
synergize
Yeah.
somewhere.
Crap.
It's cool. What do you got going on?
The rover is going to go up. So I get another rover. And it's going to go on this tile where the meteor was. Hooray! Meteors ain't no thing. And also I go up on tech. Which means I may now store biomass patches to be placed at the end of the game.
I'm just going to point out that if you have not placed that rover tile on the edge of the board, unless...
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was very considerate of you, Tom.
It was.
So you're going to move the rover onto the
Which is
meteor,
also
right?
better because then that rover is closer to the life pod.
See, Tom does care about people.
I do. Just you guys, not anyone else. Wonder what my name is over here. Is it Curve? It is not Curve.
No, you're doxing yourself, brother.
Jimmy, what did you do?
I got a duck shape again, because now we know what the duck shape is.
Yes.
So I have one
I know
tech,
exactly what you're talking about.
which bumps me up to level 4. I get double water advancement from tile placement. Yeah, boys. And I get one movement on the rover tracker. So I will move twice because of my tech allowing me to do that, which will let me take this meteorite off.
How'd you go, Sean?
I placed down this one, which went up one on the sieve, and I got an energy, so I could go up one on the rover.
Cool.
So I moved my rover 2 spaces and got 2 meteorites.
I'm gonna once again take the big piece, and I think I need to put it here, even though it leaves a little one gap there. That'll be an energy and a meteorite here, and I think I will take that as tech because it is touching tech here. And then this one is water, and it is touching water, so it will get to go up 1. And that's fine. I know I've got like a lot going on here, even if other people are winning the objectives. So that's all good with me. Is everyone happy? Kai, are you trying to count your stuff again?
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I'm not cheating.
It's okay. I trust you, even if you
I
don't trust
don't.
yourself. It's fine,
I was
Kai.
trying to work out if I was here or here. I might have been one less than I've put myself, but I can't.
Well, you did get the advanced 2, 1 each, so you might have got
Yeah, I
one.
don't remember which
Yeah,
ones I used
exactly.
all my
Don't worry
synergies for.
about it.
I think it's fine. You're within one space of where you were. Commander Jimmy standing by.
Commander Jimmy moving the board. I think I'm going to go there.
We've achieved Nirvana, boys.
So peaceful.
So I'm going to take that water piece because that's what I'm doing.
I love that for you. I'm sticking with my plan of take the big piece every time. What did you pick, Jimmy?
Well, I put the water down. I'm still deciding if that's where I want to put it. But I think that's what I'm going to do. And so water will go up 2 because of my double placement. And then the power will go towards... I want to get some more rover movement done. Or do I want to do tech? You know what, I'm going to do tech. I've kind of committed this hard on it. I may as well keep committing. I don't know if I really want the not placing meteorites, but at the same time it sounds convenient. Like, getting 3 for 1 point, it's a bit of work. Like, if I get to stop meteorites altogether.
But if you get no more rover movement at any point.
Yeah, that's it.
How'd you go, Sean?
Yep, I placed down. I got 1 biomass and 1 sieve. And I have another meteorite, so heck yeah. I'm doing that meteorite game.
I think I'm killing another life pod. I think it's the right choice.
Oh, God.
There's no guarantee I'm getting a rover over near there anytime soon because everyone's taking the rover stuff before me. So I am placing this piece down here, which is my first civ
Week
piece.
3, we've been stranded in this life pod for... Is that... Do I hear something? Is that a ship? It's coming in?
Why is it getting
We're
dark?
rescued, guys. We're rescued.
Squish. Capitalism.
I'm finally going up on the civ track,
It's a
and
bank.
I go up on biomass. I place my meteorite. Kai, what'd you do?
I put this L-shaped thingamabob with sieve and power. So I'm going to go the power first, and I'm going to use my power to go up on water because we are contiguous there, which gives me a synergy. And we're going to synergize the sieve up, and then also get sieve because sieve. So the sieve goes up and
How
up.
good Civ's, eh? Like, Civ's good.
Nah. Full war. I've never. Who cares about the civilization track? Let's just go full combat.
So I'm like, there's no war track, but
I'm going to add one in.
I'm still going to cause carnage wherever possible.
Alright, is that everybody?
I believe so.
Hey. Commander Sean.
Give me something good, Sean.
Yeah, be cool,
Give me
Sean.
something good.
What do I want?
Cool, man. Be
Be
cool.
Be cool. Be frosty.
You want to do the best things possible for everybody at the table. You want to be a nice guy.
We'll hold it personally against
Is that
you.
what I want, Tom?
You want to take water.
I don't actually think it is what I want.
You definitely want to take water. You want to take.
What?
You want to take water. You want to take this piece right here, and you want to put it right there, crushing your life pod and covering up a water space.
I know which one I want, Sean. I'm vibing it to you.
I'm going here.
I hate you.
I'm going to take this one.
I can respect
I
that.
don't hate that.
Okay.
And I'm going to place
Not
it
ideal.
here.
Not ideal.
That's a nice piece, sure.
Thanks.
Wait, is that what I want? Let's go.
I'm definitely in the this is a really good
Like that.
place for this piece. But if I do that, it really locks me out for what I can put in here, which is the water spaces, which might be important later on.
So I'm going to get a level 2 sieve.
Nice. So instead, I'm going to play it smart while Sean looks at this sieve, and I'm going to put it up on this corner up here, or in fact, even... No, I can put it right into the edge, even though that's covering up more edge spots that I might want to cover with too
Rover
many
spaces.
choices. Yeah.
Well, what I've done is I've taken a cross that's offside on one side of them, and I don't know what you call that shape. It gets 1 civ and it gets me 1 tech, which also synergizes, which will bump my... Oh, crap, do I want to go civ? Yeah, I want to go civ.
Yeah, you want to go civ.
I
Yeah.
want to go civ. It's like, do I go tech and get like the last available victory point before level 5?
Yeah. I'm going right on the edge there. It's going to be another meteorite placed. But that gives me sieve and biomass, and that is another biomass patch I can store for later. What do you got, Kai?
You tech and biomass?
Tech and biomass.
What are you talking about, Steve? Yeah, yeah,
Sieve, who cares?
I also
no,
know-
tech equals sieve. Everyone knows this.
Tech and biomass. I also got a meteor, but I placed it nice and close to my rover. But those tech and biomass didn't get me anything
Cool.
exciting.
I chose my sieve. Advance any 2 different trackers once each. I obviously get to action them right away, right?
Yes, anything that you
that's
cover up at
immediate-
any
that
point.
says immediate, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to move up on the tech, and I'm going to move up on the biomass. Take a biomass thing, and I'm going to place it here.
I love that for you.
It's worth noting you could store that until the end of the game, but
Yep.
there's not really probably going to be a better spot than a one spot. So
Yeah.
but that's your call.
Good evening.
Good evening, Corthane.
Hey, Colin, how you doing?
That delay
Good-
was
good
my
evening. Yeah.
my autofocus.
Commander Tom's standing by, and I'm torn between so many choices, but I think it has to be this one. And then I'll figure out where I'm placing it afterwards.
Okay, so you're locking it in?
I'm locking it in.
All right, thanks. Thanks, Tom.
I'll figure out where I'm placing it, but I need some rover movement, and I need some tech, because if I place this tech, I will get the double water displacement, and I can just ignore the fact that Sean's going to win that objective between the two of us. And I want to place this somewhere good to get that bonus, so I can hopefully maybe fight Kai for it.
I think we're pretty good call thing. Thank you.
We're all having a great
Yeah,
time.
it's been good. It's not too hot yet, so I don't actually know what. Does anyone know how hot it's meant to be today?
We meant to get a thermometer in here for a long time, but
I haven't checked the temp.
It is currently it's going to be a max of 30 degrees today. That's not
Not too
not bad.
So I got a Z piece.
Right? What did
So
you do?
one sieve, which gets me a biomass, which I'm going to store. Does that mean I can just place that later at any point?
At the end of the game, you get to choose where it
End of the
goes.
game? Cool. And get a sieve out of that as well.
Very cool. Sean, what'd you do?
Placed a little 2-1 here, which got me some tech and got me some biomass.
I have placed this rover and tech here. I now get double water for tile placement. I will place a meteorite there, and I will get 3 rover movement by moving this one up. 1, 2, 3. Collect that. I've now collected 3 meteorites. That's a point. Is there a max amount of biomass you can store? Technically, no. But the max amount of biomass you can get in one game with the basic board is 5 pieces.
Yeah, there you go. Didn't actually check that.
So I at the moment have stored all of mine because it's just the right choice for me. But we'll see how it goes.
I think I'm doing a Tom and crushing it.
At some point, it just makes sense, right?
Well, Mr. Life is all important over there.
It's all
Some
important
corpora-
until it gets no way of
Some
profit.
corporations just don't stick to their guns.
No,
man.
right?
Just got to do better.
Just greenwashing.
Yeah.
To be fair, I had the same thought this turn to crush mine, but I was like, no. I took the higher route, and I chose a different
Although it's going to
place.
leave me with a 1.
I gotta get this rover moving.
How many biomass spaces have you got?
Not enough.
I think you've got 6 from my
1, 2,
count.
3, 4, 5, 6. Correct.
Yeah, I've got 5.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6. We're even.
I don't like that.
This is good.
I'm sorry, puzzles are hard.
Yeah, tile placement is hard.
Yeah, I was watching you suddenly start putting on. It's like, okay, his moves have changed a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm suddenly playing the water game because I don't think Sean is going to get on it at all. But the more I get in the water game, that means the more Sean can get on it. But now I'm getting double placement for it. So
Yeah, it kind of makes it worth it as well.
Yeah.
Like, you start hitting some good stuff. I think we're actually at the same points for water at the moment. Like the same tier.
yeah, I'm just below the 3 points.
Yeah, same.
I don't like it, but that's what I'm doing.
Ooh, he didn't murder.
It didn't matter.
Didn't murder.
Yeah,
He
so-
stuck to his guns.
The peer
I
pressure.
got pressured by
One
a
out
social
here.
media campaign to do the right thing. Alright, Civ is going up twice because I've got no other choice.
Oh no.
1, 2. Which means I get a level 2 Civ card. Get some dregs here. What's left? What's left?
You're talking about dregs. I haven't even got a level 1 Civ card yet.
Ooh.
There's some good cards. They're actually, I'm glad I went the path I
Yeah,
went.
it's
Like,
fun.
it's been because
There's 2 really good options here for me.
Oh, that's good. That means there'll be one really good option for me.
Nah, they're useless for you.
There are cards that are like...
You're never
collect-
going to get to level 2 Civ anyway. What are you talking
There's
about?
cards that are like collect life pods, collect meteorites, move your rover, like
Yeah.
just all kinds of options,
take
which is
from the
awesome.
depot, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that I saw any of those, and this is not my first time playing it.
So I don't think we mentioned it. So I played this at PAX, and we basically ordered it the second you could pre-order from retail for Australia, and it was scheduled for delivery in February of this year.
Right.
Spoiler alert, if you're watching this far in the future, it is December of 2023 right now, which means we waited 10 months for this game to arrive because just pushback after pushback after pushback. The Kickstarter for the expansion came out, and I had to like message my friends who work in distribution and be like, do you guys know when this is arriving? And we're like, it's on the ship now. It'll be here within the month. It'll be fine. That was October.
Wow.
Still took another 2 months to
That's
arrive.
rough.
What did you do, Kai?
I took the one that lets me gain 2 biomass patches, which is neat because I can store those to be placed at the end of the game.
Hey, look, you can get 7 biomass patches in one game.
Yep.
And I think I'm going to need them because I've got some funky spaces happening.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Hey, guess what? Commander Kai.
Oh, hey. That's me. That's my name.
You should definitely give me rovers.
You should 100%.
Not do that. I agree.
Yeah, because then we'll be tied on rovers. If I place it on the outside.
I could use some rovers.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling all right.
I'm feeling good.
I've played a lot more adjacent than I need to, but it means I know that I've got a lot of board left. Like, a lot of spaces that I can still fill. I will say, I need to test this with Chris to see what the colorblind situation is like.
Wait, is Chris colorblind?
Yeah, Chris is red-green colorblind.
I did not know
Yeah.
that.
I mean, they've all got pictures.
They've all got pictures, and that's the point, is like there's enough iconography that I think you can get away with it, but I'm worried that the brown of the base planet and the green and the red will mesh a bit.
I'm going to leave Susan exactly where it is
Gross.
and take this piece, I think.
God damn it, Carl, you're making this really hard, mate.
Look, if I'm having a bad time, everybody can have a bad time.
Fair.
I mean, I'm enjoying the game, but I'm having some trouble with my placement.
You are my trouble with my placement.
I'm honoured.
Alright. Well, I get a meteorite. Should I just go through my stuff now?
Yeah,
I've done
do it if
Cool.
everyone else is still choosing.
Got a biomass. Well, not biomass. I've got the it goes up a tick, and I get a level 4 Civ card.
Nice.
Cool. I go up a water and a rover, which means I can move 2 spaces split across my rovers however I like. I'm going to move this rover 1, 2 to collect both a life pod and a meteor.
I chose this crazy looking one, and I got a meteorite. I go up 1 on my Civ, and I had an energy which is linked to a tech. So I went up 1 tech.
I need to read the rules.
Now I
think
get a
know how it
+1
works, but-
movement every time my rover moves, which is awesome.
I've got a secret card.
Do ya?
End of game.
Secret boy. Is it
How much
Exodia?
water are you sitting on right now, mate?
Some.
It looks like a lot. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. God damn it.
Reminder of the game I got on Kickstarter that end. Sorry, I'm reading chat from my phone, not because that's a paragraph. Best one being the company said it would be on a specific container ship, then 2 days later sending a photo of a cargo container that had been accidentally left behind on the dock with the caption, "Guess what they forgot to pack." That sucks.
Ouch.
That
That's
sucks.
so rough. Like,
They forgot to put a whole container on the boat. Like,
I've got one currently that I backed a couple of years ago, and it was only like a little. It was like a. The company does like these puzzle journals, kind of like escape room kind of puzzles, but in like a book that you would work through, which I thought was cool. And then they did a Kickstarter to get these mugs with like puzzles on them. So the mugs looks like it's got this crazy intricate design, but it's all like clues to, like there is a solve for the picture on the mug, which I just thought was cool. I put it on my desk at work, and when I'm bored, I'll just, do a puzzle, right? And then it just didn't come, and I kind of forgot about it because it was only a little, like it was some mugs, it wasn't like a big expensive board game. And then I was going through my list of Kickstarters not long ago, going, what have I got? What haven't I got? What am I still waiting for? And I was like, I haven't heard anything about that. And they're selling them on Etsy. They're for sale on Etsy. So I messaged them on Kickstarter. I didn't get a reply. Messaged them on Etsy and got a reply. And they're like, yeah, send me your details and I'll make sure it's sent. Did that a couple months ago. Nothing. Sent them another email yesterday and they're like, oh yeah, I'll send it soon. And I'm like, I'm never getting it. I'm never seeing it.
You're never going to see
That is
it.
never, ever happening. Like, good thing it wasn't much, but disappointing.
I've placed this here, which means I get double water placement.
Nice.
Which means then I will use the wild from water, the synergy, to get my second rover out, and I'll get 3 rover movement, and then I need to choose what happens with my energy. Oh wait, I don't get to because my energy is touching water, but that counts as tile placement, and I get double water.
Oh, that counts as tile placement? Mother flippers. Oh my god.
Does it?
Yep, because it is a tile placement, you get the bonuses for placing energy. That's what I was trying to check in here, but it doesn't actually say anything.
But it
just
says from tile placement, technically you're placing a
Yeah.
tile, that's the double. Yeah, I guess that'd be right.
Don't forget to move your rover.
Yeah,
I
so
feel
now...
like
That changes
Oh,
so
yeah.
many. Yeah, that would
Further,
change so
but-
many of my moves.
Oh,
No, actually not so many, it would just change.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, and collect this little meteorite here, and then 1 movement.
I don't have
here.
double advancement from water anyway. What am I talking about?
Cool.
Fucking
Captain
Kickstarter
Jimmy
for
standing
something I
by.
don't have to do.
Captain Jimmy is standing by. Captain Jimmy.
Hey, don't screw me over like I screwed you over.
You didn't screw me over. I used what you gave me.
Nah, it's not that good, hey?
No, I'm just gonna look.
Subliminal messaging.
What have you got there?
Not subliminal, I'm very overtly messaging. I don't hate that.
You probably don't hate that even more though.
That's alright too.
Yeah. I'm not even trying to mess with you, that's the funny thing.
Just keep spinning on. Just keep going.
No, just... No, one back the other way.
No, I'm gonna do that.
Fine, I guess.
2 waters. This sucks.
Hey, Sean's finally placing water.
Yep. I'm gonna go here.
Alright, so I got a meteorite, which I'm not thrilled about. Get 4 rover movement, which I'll do last, and I get 1 tech.
I'm gonna go there. I think.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's my second meteorite. Probably should put that so people can see.
Get a meteorite. And I get to move my rover.
So what did you place, Sean?
So I placed this little L-shaped one, got a meteorite, I went up on the water, and I am going to move my rover, so this goes up on that, and I get to move it 3 spaces. So I am going to choose 1 to get this life pod, 2, 3 to get this meteorite.
Just realised it's not actually double movement on the rover.
+1.
It's plus
Yeah.
1, yeah. So I went 1 too far, I just moved it back.
Yeah, cool.
So I didn't change it.
That's
Right. What did you do, Jimmy?
Oh, so I gained 1 rover. One rover movement thing, and 1 on the tracker, and 1 tech. So I'm on the 3rd last on the tech tree.
Nice.
So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to try and stop these meteorites. I'm actually just going to lean into normal.
No more meteorites.
So install rail guns in the atmosphere. Just keep my civilians safe, you know?
Yeah, very nice.
I'm going up as much water as I can, so I'm hoping that Sean ends up taking more water at the end. I am 2 spaces from the end. That means I have to place 1 more water tile, but I have a synergy to take, so I'm going to take more rover movement. And that gives me 3 rover movement. So 1, 2, collect this meteorite, and 3, collect that
Nice.
meteorite.
Good.
And now my main rows are almost clear.
So if I connect a rover tile onto there, I can place it anywhere on that landmass because it's all pretty much connected.
No, so you specifically
Oh,
the
the tile you
tile that
placed.
you just placed.
Cool,
when
just
you
wanted to
placed the rover.
clarify. Yep.
What did you do, Kai?
I put this long boy down. So I got up 1 on my biomass, which gets me a token that I can place down later, which is going to be handy. And up one on my Civ track, which is a synergy. And I'm going to synergize. What am I going to synergize? Very tempting to go up on tech. But it's also very tempting to go up on Civ.
How dare you, Jimmy?
So the meteorites, if you still have them on the planet, they block.
They
rows?
block the scoring for that row.
Yeah, right.
And column, because, squares. Morgan is writing a lot of words about shipping and plane shipment and all kinds of things. I don't fully understand what they're saying, but it sounds right.
I'm going to go
That's
up on
awesome, okay.
Civ.
Up on Civ.
Because I realised you're the only one that's taken a level 3 Civ card.
Yeah, right.
So
lot
there's
of
probably
options.
some good stuff there.
It reminds me, Veritasium
My
did
turn?
a really interesting video. Yes, Commander Sean standing by, where they talked about people who are trying to bring blimps back because blimps are just the way it can calculate shipping and the cost for it can be quite effective.
Huh.
It's a really interesting video to watch.
I've been watching some stuff on like Ionic Thrust.
Sure, why not?
Just because it's just interesting watching.
Is that the guy that's trying to do an ionic thrust plane?
Yeah.
I watched that video today.
Oh, how good is it?
Yeah.
It's so interesting.
It's pretty good, yeah.
And then he's even looking at like ionic thrust for like submersibles and boats because obviously noise pollution in the marine,
Yeah.
like environment from boat engines and everything is really bad.
Sean, I love you. That was the exact tile I wanted.
That's all right. You can have that one.
No need to apologize, Margarine. It's interesting to
No,
read.
it's super interesting. I'm just not on top of it enough to know what you're talking about. It just sounds right.
I'm going to go...
I was watching it. It's not going to work for me at all.
2,
What did you take, Sean?
3...
Uh-huh.
I took a straight one, which gave me some water, which I moved up. Pretty confident I did. I can't remember. And a rover.
I'm taking a tech and a rover that is going to slide right into this little corner here. And that will tie me for rovers on the outside edge with Kai. So thank you for that. And that gives me 3 rover movement. And I'm going to move this one all the way
I haven't
over
even
this
had the
way.
option of a rover in so long.
Oh, it's taken me a while to get one. But it also gives me a tech. So another tech moving upwards, which is closer to a synergy, which could be useful.
So I got like a baby duck with a 2 and 2.
Yep.
I get 1 tech, which now unlocks meteor strikes. My rail guns are now working.
Fully
Man.
operational.
Anti space. And I get 1 biomass.
Nice.
So
Right. I'm slotting this one in. So that is a tech level 3, so +1 for rover movement now, which is nice if I ever get another rover. And +1 on biomass, and unfortunately a meteor.
a little meteor.
Little meteor.
I love that for you.
Was that right?
Make the dinosaurs meteor.
Yeah. I believe it's my
Meteor.
turn to choose, right?
Yeah.
Meteor.
Meaty.
Meteor. Possible. Doable. Also doable. Also doable. Yes, indeed. So I want rovers, because I don't want Kai to have rovers.
Rude. Rude dude.
I want rovers too.
Is this Pokemon music?
No, I...
No, it is definitely not
No.
owned by Nintendo.
No.
Let's make that very clear.
No, it just I don't know. It's just giving me those vibes.
Royalty-free music. Definitely
Yeah.
not.
Definitely not Nintendo's.
Oh, why? What would Nintendo's do, boys?
Almost as bad as having Disney music.
Alright, let's go there.
All right, he's locking it in.
Locking it in, Eddie.
Damn it, Tom.
I'm taking
Come
this
on, Tom,
one,
why did you do
and
this?
I don't know exactly where I'm putting it. I just know I didn't want Kai to have it because it's a big piece.
You see? Look, he's your opponent. Why are you hating on me?
I think I'm
Guess
going
who's commanded next?
to slap that in there to incentivize myself to, if I zoom in on my board, I just moved it all around here, but I'm going to put that bad boy in there. So I'm going to get Tech, which is a wild, which I'm going to use as a rover. So I get 4 rover movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm just going to take another meteorite and put it there. Because then I get my rover movement, which is a synergy and a rover movement for 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then for my synergy, I am going to take Tech or biomass.
Alright.
Let's take biomass.
No matter what I take, it's gonna give me a meteor, which sucks. And no matter what I take, I think I have to crush a life pod at this point. So
Because if you can take, you have to take. What that does mean is I am currently ahead of Kai on the rover exteriors that we are tracking.
what a big jerk.
Mm-hmm.
So I took a sieve, which makes me max a track on that now,
Nice.
and I get a biomass tile.
So I get a sieve, and I also get a energy, which I'm going to use for a sieve, because that gives me a synergy, which I'm going to use.
More synergy.
Do I want it on a rover?
Nah, don't worry about it.
I can't actually reach any asteroids, but yeah. All right, so go with a rover. I get to move it 3 spaces. So let's move 1, 2 with that rover, and 3 with that rover is a +1, and I get a level 3 Civ card.
Nicely done. What'd you do, Sean?
What did I do? I'm going to take this little corner one, pop it there, get myself a sieve, which gets me a synergy. And I also get a biomass. Now I can use the synergy. Do I want it for biomass, water, sieve, or rover? I'm going to choose rover because that gets me another synergy.
Cool.
And I'm going to choose sieve for that synergy. Now I get to move my rover 4. So I'm going to just go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my second lot of 3 meteors.
Nice.
Well, I just want it to be known that that life pod sacrifice wasn't in vain. Because of their noble sacrifice to get hit by a meteor, I can collect 3 life pods from my planet. My last 3 life pods.
Wow.
That's very cool.
5 out of 6 ain't bad. We tried.
2 out of 6 ain't bad.
They just didn't get the notice that you're dropping something in there.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, cool. That's next Monday, but no, it was that Monday.
Yeah. Don't worry, they got this drop, and then they're rescuing us all, so it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Kai is running out of room.
I am running out of room very quickly. This is always my problem with these tile laying games. My brain doesn't tessellate things properly. But it is my turn.
Yes.
You can choose to end the game, but I don't think there is any tiles that you could place that would end the game. Like, it isn't a legitimate choice to be that guy.
I was going to say, I think he's got enough room for anything available at the moment, though.
Just.
Let me just keep forcing him to take the other ones.
Thanks, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
I think I'm going to go with this one.
Oh, yeah.
This one here.
So adjacency doesn't count diagonals, does it?
No. So I'm going to slot that in this nice little 2 spot here. Whoop.
Bippity boppity.
Unfortunately, there isn't any ice under there, so I don't go up on the water track. But I do go up on the rover track.
Isn't that it's connected to that, so it doesn't matter, does it?
No.
The tile itself
The tile
has to-
itself has to be on ice
Ah.
for the water track to go up. So this goes up, which gives me 3 rover movement, but I get +1, so it's 4 rover movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This rover can make it. Meow. That's the noise rovers make, in case you didn't know.
Is anybody
Deflect that meteor?
Let's just
getting
wait a moment.
Civ?
What'd you do, Jimmy?
I put a 4 down, and I realised I've actually cheated earlier because I didn't realise that the symbol for the water thing had to be on ice.
Not the symbol, any of the water on that tile.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a dried patch.
Yeah.
So there's no water.
No water there.
So,
Yeah.
but that would have been probably before I had the tech.
Yeah.
So if you're happy, I'll just drop it down 1.
Sure.
But then I just put a 2 on anyway because I put a
Yep.
water down, so that gets me 2 anyway. Bump me up. I get a rover movement thing, which, in hindsight,
Good old hindsight.
1, 2, 3, get me a life pod. Because we still care about our citizens, and we got to get them.
Yeah, sure we
Just
do.
not as much as I do.
Yeah, well,
Well,
at
you
least
guys
we're
are-
not dropping
Look.
tile. At least we're not dropping
So I'm going
habitats
to place
on
this
them.
one here.
Look, they're
Gonna
just
go
as
up
dead
one
if you don't
on
rescue
the-
them in before the game ends. Better a quick death by having a power plant dropped on your head than
Best-
starvation.
Better a quick death.
Thanks, starvation. Anyway, I'm going to go here with this one. Gets me a Civ, so I moved up on the Civ, and I get a biomass. I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to choose from Civ 3.
Sweet. While you choose, I have placed this one in here, which is not perfect, but it gets me up on tech, which is more points, and up on rover, which is 4 more rover movement. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, collect this patch, this thing here. I collected 50% of my life pods in the end. I'll move this rover 1 way down there. You got some good choices from those cards, Sean?
Yeah.
You guys have super.
So this says take 1 tile from the depot in front of you and place it. Does it have to be from this one?
Yes.
Your
That
depot.
is your depot right now. You have to place from in there.
Gross. Yes, right, well. What to do here? Do I want that one? Can I make it work? Can I make it work?
I am worried I'm not going to get to fill in everywhere that I want to fill in because Kai has a board. There's not a lot of space there unless you get
There's
a
some funky shapes left.
yeah.
So I'm going to take that card.
Yep.
And the tile I'm going to get is this one. And I'm going to place it. Yeah, I guess here. I think is a good spot. Cool. So it gets me a biomass, which then gets me some synergy. So I'm going to move up on the rover. So you're going to move my rover 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Got myself a life pod
Nice.
and another thing. Now I also get to go up on.
Sorry, what does the card say?
It says take 1 tile and place it in front of me.
Oh, nice, cool. Some of them say take it, but don't.
Don't
Get
do
different-
the
don't do the
yeah,
bonus,
so
yeah.
that allows me to do it.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to do the Civ, which gets me another synergy. And I'm going to choose rover as well.
Nailing it.
So now I'm going to go 1. This is still
3,
but I get the +1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to take all of these meteors.
That's a
There's
lot
a
of
lot of
meteors.
points coming
That's a
there.
lot of meteors. This guy's like, actually, meteors are full of rare heavy metals. Let's harvest them instead of worrying about them.
And I still got to place this biomass, so it's going to go here.
You can save biomass
can
for
save
later.
Nah, it's fine. This
Alright.
is where it's going. And I think that's my turn.
Alright, and then Captain Jimmy standing by. Do you know what you're taking?
That's what we're doing.
Bless your cotton socks.
Remember what I did, Kai.
Remember me.
I've immediately forgotten we are enemies again.
Well, so I placed a tile. Since I gained 2, it bypasses the
Anything that you go past,
It's
you,
still
you
gains.
track. Yep.
So that will go up on my water track, which will synergize my biomass, which will then synergize itself. Again, so then I will come back to that one. But then because of electricity being on there, I'm also going to gain an additional 2 on the water. So I've got a synergy hanging here. If I activate the rover and I unlock a new rover, it has to go on the new tile I just placed, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to do that. So it's going to go there. It also gets 2 movements, which makes it 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, wipe out that meteorite there. Making 3.
You know what? I'm not even going to do what I thought I was going to thank you for doing. I'm going to do a different thing that I'm going to thank you for doing.
And 3.
I think.
You think? Well, while you're thinking, I have placed a big long boy here, which means I kind of screwed up, and I probably should have taken a tech when I took a biomass, but that's fine. I am going to take that tech now, so I will no longer place meteorites if we do get anything more placed. What it does do is move me up the final 2, and I've reached the top of the water track to get those lovely extra points.
Very nice. Sean is playing the Iridium game.
I have not been looking at my board while I'm doing it. That's where I placed that there.
So I took a square for 2x2, which gave me some biomass, which I've already placed out, and gave me some tech. And I got a meteor on that one.
Nice.
How many biomass zones have you got,
1,
man?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
But you
Shut
have
up.
two left to place. You're all tied up.
Putting this one in here,
I
which
wasn't going
is
to tell him.
breaking up my zone something
True, I
right.
didn't notice that.
But I'm actually not cut up about that. So I'm going to get 1 up on the water here for this one that's on ice. And then I have a tech that I'm going to use. I can use it on either biomass, water, or sieve, I think. Tech. Biomass, tech, sieve, water. Anything but rovers. Which is a shame because rovers have got a synergy there, but that's okay.
Indeed. Where are the
Get
crunchy
down
points?
Yeah.
Right, the crux of the game now is starting, I think.
It is Sean's choice, and Kai doesn't have very many spaces left.
Careful what you give me, Sean.
So if you want the game to take more rounds,
Fit.
I can fit 2s
Or small
Or-
ducks.
Oh, you've got like
a small duck,
Yeah, cool.
or an L, I guess, because that's half of a small duck.
Or half of the duck. That's a sad story.
Small duck. Where's the small duck?
In front of Tom, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, there.
that's the big duck.
Oh, is it? I can't see the
That's the official naming for these
No.
pieces.
Is it really?
No.
No, I just didn't know what else to call it. So
Like, so if
You-
I
you obviously don't
give
play
you
Tetris.
that one, Kai.
Yeah.
What
That
are they
means
called?
gives me
Tetris?
those. We're just looking at the minute.
Sag piece.
Don't get excited.
I am excited, Sean.
what did you say they're called?
Sag.
Sag piece.
Yeah, it's the L. That's the L, and that's the Z piece.
Yeah.
Z
Right.
pieces.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna stick with small duck and big duck.
It's fair. It's legitimate.
Yep. So I feel like this game's gonna go to someone can't do a move.
So I just,
Oh yeah, Kai's probably got 2 turns left.
It depends on whether or not you guys want to end. I mean, you could.
Yeah.
Any of you could end the game now by forcing me to take a piece that I can't play.
Yeah.
If you wanted to end the game.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm seriously considering doing, because I think I can't get enough value out of my next turn to make it worth it. So do I just end?
Be interesting. Remembering that even if he can't place it, he still gets the bonuses from it.
Oh, does he?
He
Yeah.
still get whatever piece he picks. He still goes up on those tracks.
Even if I
Right.
can't place it.
I think there's really nothing good with like an energy next to it, which is kind of what I'm really wanting.
I mean, there's energy next to water. There's energy next to sieve. There's energy next to water. There's energy next to sieve. You got so many choices.
Oh yeah, choices. They all sound great. Okay, let's make a decision here. Except everything is not fitting where I want it to fit.
You got so much space, Sean. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So much space.
I mean, I feel like I'm only like a turn ahead of you guys in terms of
Yeah, we're all very
cluster.
close to
like
the end.
you guys have got a choice this turn, but then I feel like next turn you're just as restricted as I am.
I've got this big gap in here.
So the
but
question is, do you want to give Tom another turn? Because I feel like the game,
it's fine.
I feel like the game
Don't
will
worry
end
about
either
it.
on your turn now or on Tom's turn.
That's a really good way of selling that.
Yep.
I think those are your choices because I don't think it's making it back
Yeah,
to me.
it's just everything I want. It's got bloody water on it, and it's not.
It doesn't matter, Sean. I have so much more water than you.
Yeah, but
That's
the thing is,
not a
I don't
consideration.
get a benefit from the water.
I mean,
because
you get
I can't put it on water.
You'll get some more points.
Oh, I mean, yeah. If you can't put it on water, then
Oh.
yeah. But
Yeah, see.
I mean, you got one bit of water down
But
there.
if you
it's fine.
specifically pick one, Sean, that you physically can't place, you
Yeah.
get the bonus.
you still get the
regardless.
bonus.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna.
So if you
choose-
pick like,
yeah.
oh no, but then you'd have to take that one because
Yeah.
you can fit that. Whoops.
I
That's
chose
fine.
one that you can place just because of I
Interesting.
get that.
Interesting.
Okay.
You hurt me, Sean. You
Sorry.
hurt me this day.
Go there. Get to go up one on that one.
One more water.
And one
Got one on Rover, which synergizes.
All right, let's have a look. What's Sean doing?
I went there, which went up on the biomass and up on Civ.
All right, I have energy and Civ, so I'll take my Civ first because that's a point. And then I think with that energy, I'm going to move up on Rover and go. So that's more points. Or do I just go up on tech? Is this Rover going to get filled? Probably not.
I can tell you what I've got. I gain one biomass,
Yep.
which will actually give me a biomass tile.
No.
Nice.
Yeah. You did this to yourself.
Yeah, I know.
You should give me water. That's all I wanted. And I actually max out my tech tree.
Nice.
Love that.
Two
for
maxed
you.
out trees. Civ and tech. Very nice.
Hand in hand. You see the rail guns, they're keeping them safe and they can study.
I put my little L piece over here, so went up one on the water, one on the rover, which was also a synergy, so I went up one on biomass, which got me a biomass token. I can now move my rover's 4 spaces in total. I think I'd be silly not to go 1, 2, 3. And then I've got one more movement left, which I think is going to be completely irrelevant.
What have you done, Tom?
I'm moving up on tech to also finish that tech one. That was my wild.
Go, Commander Tom.
Tom is certainly ahead.
I think I'm taking that one, which also doesn't end the game because it gives Kaya 2-piece. I think, yeah, that is
Fascinating.
the right choice. My other choice is I think this one fits, which doesn't give me as much. But yeah, I think that's the choice.
Okay. We end the game because I can't place either of these.
Ah, interesting. Sure. What have you got the choice of?
So this one.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can go like this.
Yeah, and I'm like, you've also got this one,
Yeah, you can
which
also
fits.
pop stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna actually place it there.
Damn it, Tom.
Sorry, folks.
You're not.
Gets me
Don't
one
worry.
on the water. Gets me a meteor.
I'll place this 4.
5. So
I've got a 7 biomass.
Yeah, Kai's doing his thing. Y'all jumping ahead, and chat has no idea where we're at.
Sorry.
What's
Mine's
Kai
a
doing?
little one. I've got Civ and biomass. So my Civ goes up into a blank space here. My biomass goes up onto a wild, a synergy, which I'm going to use for biomass to get me another biomass token.
Cool. Jimmy?
Right, so I gained some water from tiles. That takes me up to a synergy, which I'm actually going to use to bump water one more time. And then the rover goes, so that'll go up 1. And my rover will move 3. Cleaning. I might actually have to pop a rover on the next couple of turns.
Nice.
Cool.
Sean?
So I placed here, so I went up on the water, which gets me a nice even 3 points for that. And then I get to move my rover, so I get 5 movement. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. What do I want? I'm just going to take this 5. So I've got 5 of my 6 life pods.
Nice.
That's it.
My decision was more on space. I have filled in the space here to hopefully score a bunch of points from filling out my planet. Also gives me 4 rover movement and no water because I'm already at the top of water, and it wasn't on top of water. So 1, 2 to collect that meteorite, and 1, 2 to move down towards this one. Captain Kai, Commander Kai, probably the last round of the game.
Yeah, so look, I could pick a 2 space one.
Yeah.
I could leave it there because I have got room for those, but I don't want one. I think they're going to harm me more than help me because it's got a meteor on it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 biomass tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it really comes down to what's going to fit for
5.
people.
Actually, I could do it without stuffing myself over too badly.
You reckon?
I would be nullifying a row for myself. But it's a row that I don't know if I would fill anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a row that it wouldn't be filled anyway. But the game still might end because you couldn't place. Oh, you could place that
I could
one.
place that one.
Okay.
I've got a couple.
You
of
could place
places.
that.
And Sean's got a big gap down the bottom here.
Could place that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it actually wouldn't
Wouldn't trigger the end.
trigger the end.
Do you want to trigger the end?
Yeah, is that going to give you guys more than it's going to give me?
I think regardless, it's all about the same.
I think you're actually in the lead, Tom. But then again, I don't know how much are those meteorites selling for?
Sean gets 2 points per meteorite.
Yeah, so
So that's,
no
that's
point.
only an extra 6 points.
Oh, okay.
It's not a ton.
Yeah. It's a game of little bits.
Look, I'm not going to do 3 sets of math. I'm just going to fill my board the best I can.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make the best move for me, even if it is better for other people. I'm going to take this piece and put it in here, which gives me a biomass, because that's more victory points for me, and a sieve. And the meteor goes there, which is not going to get collected, but that row was already doomed because of this meteorite, and that row wouldn't have been filled anyway if I hadn't put that there, so I haven't actually lost anything from that meteorite by my reckoning.
Nice. Jimmy?
I put a 1x3 in. It's got a sieve. I don't get anything for any more sieve because I'm at the back of the tree. But it's got power, which I can connect all the way to water here, and it's tile placement, which will max out my water.
Sean?
I'm going to place here. I have to kill. I have to kill my guys. So 1 life pod did not make it, and it's got an energy. I'm just.
That was
gonna
my real
choose
motivation. I just wanted
biomass.
to make sure you didn't beat me on life pods.
Yeah. Cool. That's me.
And I'm going into this gap up here. Once again, water doing nothing, but rover getting me 4 rover movement. No meteorites left on my planet. And an extra couple of points, because that's all the way almost at the top of the rover track.
Yes, Morgan and the meteors are in the same space on both sides. They're identical, just flipped.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Jimmy.
Jimmy, how are you ending the game?
Well, that's it. I was actually not expecting to really be able to do much there.
Depends how nice you want to be to people. Really, at this point, it's about either filling your board or getting the bonuses that you want, because the tile that you pick here, you still get the bonus of.
Even if you can't place it.
The only way that you don't get it is energy, because energy is not connected to anything if you don't place it, and therefore you don't get anything for it.
You get the one that's on the tile off, don't you?
I don't believe so, but maybe I've just
So
never
if I
played
can't
it that way.
place a water now, I still get the water bonus.
Yes.
I actually leave it where it is.
Leave it where it's it.
Leaving it where it is.
I hate you.
That's
That's like the worst for me.
Fascinating.
So I'm going to put this 1x3
Oh, I can
down
place
in this gap here. I crush a rover.
I mean, yeah, maybe check that before I...
Yeah.
What's this?
Because it could be the difference between me maxing out Civ or not.
So are we still placing that? Like,
If you can place it, you have to place it.
I
If you can't place it, you get the bonuses from it.
yeah. So I just go up 1 on the biomass and up 1 on the tech. Literally does nothing for me.
Sorry, buddy.
That's all right. While you guys do that, I'll be back in 1 second.
Because I think I can only give myself...
Advances their track for both resources on the tile, but energy doesn't have a track.
Okay.
Yeah, that really gets me nothing. I have the choice between water and...
And that's actually why I chose it.
Fair, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to
I
take this one
saw
then.
Sean wasn't going to get anything else. I saw you weren't really going to get anything. And I was just like,
Yeah.
guys already beat me on the water.
I'm going to take this one because it's Civ and biomass. I'm going to upgrade the Civ first because that gives me a tier 4 Civ card, and that might change what I want to do with my second thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. They're good.
Ooh.
It wasn't a hate draft, but
No,
I could fill out more
Point
space.
maximization, like totally works. I was hoping you'd give me a 2-piece
Ooh.
so I could slot in here, because otherwise I'm not getting that one finished.
You haven't got a spare
Ooh.
biomass either, have you?
I've got 2 spare biomass. Unfortunately, I didn't all get quite there. That was the thing. I was like, if I get a little bit, it'll give me something.
Hot diggity.
Actually,
Alright.
yeah, I get 1 biomass. I go up, I think.
Cool, that's my Civ. My biomass goes up by
That's how I
1.
do
I
it.
get another biomass tile.
Did I do that last time? Did I say?
It's on you, man. I
No,
could not tell
I
you.
did go up. I have gone up because I would have another tile. Yeah.
Have I mentioned how much I like the word biomass? It's just a cool word.
It's just a nice word.
It's just like, it's so sci-fi to me because it's just like
Biomass.
biomass. Doesn't matter what bio it is. It's biological mass. It's just, is
Yeah.
it meat? Is it vegetable? It's just biomass. I read a book. I don't know if it was one of the culture series or something that used the term biomass like really frequently. I really liked it. Sci-fi, baby. Best genre. Find me.
No, I didn't.
So they've updated the app that controls our lights recently, and it just seems to not be changing stuff as often, which is really annoying. But maybe that's just me.
All right, I'm back.
Have you got your final bonuses?
Yep, done it.
Alrighty then. Now we move to scoring. There are scoring pads behind Jimmy, but we're just going to use them to really directly behind you. Yeah. Just so we make sure we go through all of the steps to track everything.
Yeeted that event card.
It does bounce on top.
Because I can't be bothered writing things. I mean, Sean, if you want to write things, you can. But
John, I
do.
think I don't trust
Alright,
Tom.
there we go. Oh, I wasn't going to write them. So,
Adjudicate.
starting from the top, what is the first thing that we track? Sean?
Planet name. Give me a pen that works first, Tom.
All right, hang on. Do we do the biomass now?
Yes. Fill in your biomass patches. Starting with Kai, what have you got
So it's
biomass-wise? Yeah, we're all using the same planet. Don't worry about it.
So I
No,
have
do we
six.
score the rows on the planet?
Yes, but we're filling in biomass patches first.
Okay.
So I have 6 biomass patches to place out. So I need to work out which 6 spaces score me the most points. I think the first 4 are really obvious because I have the 2 highest scoring rows are the equator and the horizontal equator. The tropic of that one. I don't know. What's a horizontal equator called?
Well, the equator is horizontal. You mean the
The
vertical
vertical equator.
Yeah.
What's that called?
hemisphere?
No.
No.
It's the thing that splits the eastern and western hemispheres. Anyway.
It's
Anyway,
the Greenwich
so I
timeline,
already
isn't it?
have a lot of that filled out. I have one of the 3s completely filled. If I place 1, 2, 3, 4, that fills out both of my horizontal 3-point rows. And if I place 1 in this row, that's both of my vertical 3 bangers as well. Now this row is dead to me because it's got a meteor in it. So is that one. So are those. So I don't want to place it anywhere in that neighborhood, so it's going to be up the top here, and the single most valuable row is going to either be this 2 or this 2. Doesn't matter which. So let's put that there. That's all my biomass down. And for as much of a cluster as my board was,
It's actually pretty decent.
I've only got 5 empty spaces.
Nice.
I'm pretty happy with that. For a tessellation game that I'm usually really bad at, I'm pretty happy with that.
So I've got a similar thing to you where I had a single there that was in the row of 2 and 2. If I fill in this one here, I've got both the 3 rows there, and if I put 1 here, I've got the 3 rows here. I know I could be trying to go for more tile spaces. I think Sean's got me on that one. I've got a lot of contact. So
Did you just place that one?
I placed it while you were doing yours. I was impatient.
Just because you've got a meteor on that row. So it's not
Good
gonna
point. That's a good point. I thought about it. Right. I might move that if that's okay. Just for the sake of points.
Just put it out there. Although it is a lone bio thing, whereas it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was also the other thing. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'd put it there. I'm going to stick with it.
Sean doesn't have it in place because he's been placing them as he went.
Yep.
I'm
Madman.
going to
Absolute
place
madman.
mine down here for these 2 points and 1 point there, and the same thing over here. Because unfortunately, I was hoping at any point to pick up a 2 space and fill in this one, but it just didn't happen.
It's called the Prime Meridian. Meridian.
Oh yeah, that's a word.
Ah.
All right, Sean. Let's start with you as player 1. Start counting your rows that you have filled.
Okay, so do you want to get a calculator out?
Yes, that's going to
Might
be
be
easier than
easier.
people trying to count things in different ways because everybody counts differently
Yep.
here, and we get ourselves confused.
I was missing 6 spaces.
Let's go. I'm
You
missing
ready?
1, 2, 3, 4.
You ready
So,
for this?
Yes.
So
Okay.
1 plus 1 plus 1.
well, you don't get that
Sean's
one because there's a
Oh,
meteorite
sorry,
there.
okay.
Really?
So
Sean cheating already. No, I got to start again.
Yeah. 1 plus 1
Yep.
plus 2
Yep.
plus 2 plus 1
Yep.
plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, and that's it.
19 points.
19. Cool.
Right. I have 1
1
plus 1
plus 1
plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 and 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Jeez, 32 points. Wow. Crazy, Tom.
Kai!
All right. 1
Uh.
plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 and then 1 plus 1.
Nope.
Oh no, you're right, sorry. Plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1.
25 points. Jimison.
All right. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1
Yep.
1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1.
27 points.
Oh, wow. Very good, very good.
What comes next, Sean?
Resource tracks. Tom?
Wonderful. So I have 1 point from Civ, 10 points from water,
11.
1 point from biomass, 2 points from rover,
14.
and 5 points from tech.
17.
19. 14. 14.
Oh,
You said-
sorry, yeah, 19. My bad. 19.
Kai.
So just resource tracks?
Just
not
resource
the
tracks,
stuff
yeah.
yet? Alright, so that is 3 from Civ.
Yep.
plus 5 from water,
8,
plus 3 from biomass,
11,
plus 1 from rovers,
12.
and plus 1 from tech.
13.
I didn't boost. I didn't like
13.
focus on one of them. They're all like pretty.
Jim.
5 from Civ.
Yep.
10 from water.
15.
2 from from biomass.
17.
Yeah, none from rover, and 5 from tech.
22.
But I have got a modifier. Just actually realizing.
Yep.
I gained 3 medals, and I advanced the tracker once, which will advance the biomass, which will actually give me 1 more point. Sorry, I forgot about it.
So you get 3 medals.
Is there a
We'll
separate?
come to that.
Is that
but
from a Civ card?
23 points from that, and we'll get the Civ card
Okay,
points
cool.
later on.
Yep.
Sorry.
All
And
good. No.
Me. So
Sean!
I got 3 from Civ, 2 from water,
5.
3 from biomass, 2 from rover, and 1 from tech.
11.
11. It's not going well.
What's next?
Life boards.
Alright, I have 3.
So times 3. 5. 5.
3.
3 for Jim.
Murder.
And 5 for
Hey.
Sean.
Hey, he didn't die, he just didn't get them.
Yeah, they starved to death.
No, they're just within walking range. They're just like a bit of the country range.
Right, meteorites. Tom.
3. I have 3 sets, so 3 points.
Yep.
2 sets, so 2 points.
1 set, so 1 point.
And you count yours here.
Yep, so I get 6 points because I have 3 sets and they're worth 2 each. Cool. Now Civ cards.
I have none.
Kai.
What you got, Kai?
My biomass patches are worth 1 medal each. You pointed there.
Yeah,
You
that's
broke-
my symbol for put on the green
you
screen.
broke my brain. Biomass patches are worth 1 medal each. So I have 1, 2,
6, right?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I had 1 place before I had them.
So 7
Seven.
for that.
7 points.
Any
for that one.
other Civs?
Not that are in game. No.
No. So 7.
Damn, that's real cool.
Yeah.
That was in that last one I pulled. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I thought you were looking at the straight up just. There was one that was like 4 medals.
The first one was like 4 medals. I was like,
I
that's
get
a good
3
card.
medals.
3?
Just straight up 3.
Yep. Probably should have been tracking these points, but oh well.
Yep. And I get just the ones from meteorites, which I've already done.
Yep.
So that's a 0 for that. Objectives.
Cool. Let's have a look at yours and my one first. Sean,
Yep. Have the least water resources on your planet.
I have 7, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
I have
1,
8.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Congratulations, Sean. 5 points there.
5 points.
Sean over here with a racket.
Then do you want me to do this one?
Yeah, might as well.
Cool. So that way it's all mine done. So this is have the most unique areas of biomass terrain on your planet. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You get 5 points. I had 11.
10 all
That's
up.
alright.
Tough.
I'm actually.
Yeah.
okay with it.
Between me and Kai, you and Jimmy, Kai and Jimmy, is the largest contiguous water space.
Contiguous.
Kai, far and away,
Mine.
has that.
Inland sea here.
Yeah.
So 5
Which
for
is 1, 2,
Kai.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Versus my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Literally
I
doubled.
kept counting these ones when I was comparing us because I thought if you managed to
I
link
was
them
trying.
up,
I was trying
I'm
to.
just going to count them so that I'm competing against your potential rather than.
There. And
Because so you were on it so early, I just could get it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just going to straight up the middle.
and then between myself and Kai, the most rover resources on the outer edge of the planet, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
5.
5 points for Tom.
So Kai gets.
Kai gets 5, Tom gets 5.
5.
And Sean gets 10.
0. Cool. Can I borrow a calculator and I will work out
No,
the points?
just count them out to me. Let's have them on the screen.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right. So you?
30, 31, 32.
You're on start on 32.
Yep. That's you.
Oh, this is me.
Screw it. Me. Because that's the one that I was just hitting the wrong button.
Where are we going?
Me, 32.
32 plus 19.
That's 51.
Plus 3. Plus 3. Plus 5.
62 points.
Correct.
Kai double checking.
Kai.
Go,
Like, it wouldn't be
Kais.
the first time that the
25.
the
Me like a +5.
Dan 13.
Yeah, I wish I could, but unfortunately it's not the way
Then
the
5.
code works.
Was that 5?
Then 2. Yep.
Yep.
Then 7. Then 5.
57.
5 points.
Is that the right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey friends, lurking as
no,
entertained.
100.
I own this, but I'm yet to play it IRL. Hope you enjoyed it. Spoiler alert for the review. I really enjoyed this game.
Cool.
Jimmy,
Start on 27. Oh, close. Plus 23. So that's
takes him to 50.
50.
Yep.
Then 3. Then 1. Then 3.
57.
7.
So,
And Sean.
19.
Yep.
And then 11. So, what's that? 30.
30. Yep.
Plus 5. Plus 6. Plus 10. 51.
51 to 62 to 57 to 57. Did not expect that. Thought it was going to be close, but I was going to lose it. This game always comes down to those few little points, and that's why I love it. We are now going to review it. We're all going to give our thoughts and rank it on our Nerds of the West ranking board as the last game we're ranking for 2023. So if you want to see that, keep your eyes peeled on YouTube in the future. I have no idea if I'll cut down any of that scoring for the end. We have been Nerds of the West. We have a Sean.
Hey.
We have a Jimmy.
hey.
We have a Kai.
Space!
I'm Commander Tom because I won, and we'll catch you next time.